tallest of mountains, I am the roughest of waves. I'm the toughest of terrors, I am the darkest of days. I am the last one that's standing, will try and stand in my way. Keep stopping up and comes better, just that you look in my face. Cause if you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon, I am the sharpest of blade. I cut you down in a second, cause I was born in this pain. It only hurts if you let it, so if you think you can take me, then you should go and forget it. And after all this time, you're not for more. I won't stop until they know my name. Since it was mine, and still there's more. I'm coming at you like a tidal wave.
Welcome to Combat Lights Out YouTube Trivia. I'm not doing Welcome to Lights Out Trivia, everybody. I'm here, JB3. Golly, this whole green screen is not working for this anything right now. Okay, though, I'm a glitch. Like Cass said before, I'm getting teleported back to Earth Prime. Welcome everyone, Lights Out Trivia, match 2 of the night. Tonight we had a match earlier today. It was a good match. I loved it, but people have been talking to me and they've been really anticipating this matchup right here. You got two players who have very similar strengths for the most part. We have Papa West taking on Chris Cass. Now Papa West, he runs some TMG Trivia in the singles league, and he also takes it to the field over there in TMG. Check out TMG Trivia. Also, Chris Cass, go to twitch.tv/Castifer. He's the owner and runner of Combat Wrestling Trivia. This show I used to run. That's why I always say it all the time. It's a habit. Did like 1,000 matches. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with the matchup. I appreciate everybody being here, everybody showing up in the chat. Topher, always here. He's saying, let's go Cass. Brian's going for Papa. And yes, it is going to be a good one indeed. So I'm going to go ahead and glitch myself back to Earth Prime right now. And we're going to go ahead and get with the entrances and bring everybody into the match. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the screen. He is the owner and runner of TMG Trivia Singles League, and he's the host of TMG's Take It to the Field. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Papa West. How are you doing, my friend?
Gotta listen to the music a little bit more, let it flow, keep rocking to it. JB3, I am doing fantastic. Fun fact, Wyoming got 3 feet of snow last week, and then immediately it was like 60 degrees and all the snow melted almost immediately, and it's almost grilling weather. So that video is about to become a reality. But when you were showing those comments, all the joy that I had of finally coming back to not reclaim my throne, but grab this throne that was so rudely taken from me. This excitement was just taken away from me. When Topher LaBelle commented, "Let's go Cass," Topher, we're faction mates. Why aren't you rooting for me? What's going on?
I mean, you bring good points to the table. That's a very good point. You guys are faction mates. Maybe he forgot. I'll give Topher a little bit of a cut him some slack. He's on vacation right now. He's out of his routine. But it's good to see you here, Papa. Now, you were in the very first Lights Out Trivia match. You were tied with the champion. And you almost made it to the championship match, and then that champion, who was JPO, he became the champion. So you could say that you were one question away from being the champion of this league.
I could very easily say that. I could have messaged you after the match too and be like, I need a second chance. You should put all the runner-ups in a tournament and have the winner move on to the finals. But I didn't. What I did do was I watched the finals. I played along. I kept score. I would have destroyed all of them, especially with that video game category. I don't remember what the other one was, but I remember running through that one. And so, little upset that that one question JPO got over me put him 2 points ahead to give him the lead. And it was guess a number. Like, did he really know the answer to his question? I don't know. He just guessed a number. But instead of complaining about it, instead of begging for a second shot, I starved myself because I want that hunger.
I totally feel that. I starve myself sometimes too, but it's not for competitive reasons. I don't play anymore. I'm just a host.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy to have you here, Papa. I'm always happy to have you here. You bring joy to my face all the way here on Earth Prime. I'm going to go ahead and send you backstage, though. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to bring in your opponent, and he is very well known in the trivia community. And we'll see. We'll see how this match goes. I'm excited. So we'll take you backstage, and let's get the opponent here. Ladies and gentlemen, our next player is a 16-time trivia champion. Some could say in the wrestling world and trivia, he is the greatest of all time. Welcome to the screen, DWT's owner, Chris Cash.
Well, I was going to start this off with a little thing, but Papa stole my bit of making fun of people complaining about losing. But, whatever. We're here. At least me and Papa are on that same wavelength. I love Papa West. We brought him back to CWT, and he is in the underdogs. But your leader is cheering for me, as you said, because Topher loves me, because I am great. Getting a little like my old CWT title on here for a second. I'll calm down a little bit. But yes, 16-time wrestling trivia champion. Oh, that does not mean I lost it 16 times like Steve Mesa with the ASAT title. That means I've held the title 16 times, and I've only ever lost like one of them. So
that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, we you know exactly what that was, and it was a bunch of bullshit. Because some people like to say they're the greatest wrestling trivia minds in the world, but I know I am the greatest wrestling trivia mind in the world. But that's only one slice of this game. If it comes up, it comes up, and if it doesn't, there is some other things that I think I could do passable at. But so could Papa, and that's going to be the downfall of this. However, we'll see how this goes. I got second in the last time. My boy Dim won, which is exactly what I wanted anyway. But let's do this. Ask me any questions you got to do. Bring Papa back here and all that other stuff.
Yeah, indeed. And it's always great to have you on a call. It's great to have you in the match. And you broke it down perfectly. You're a host of trivia, so I don't have to ask any questions or give any of my own breakdowns. You broke it all the way down. And I just want to say, I absolutely love your shirt. Your shirt is amazing.
Shout out to the Pro Wrestling Crate.
Yeah, and shout out to Luna.
Yes, great Canadian.
Yeah, and completely underappreciated and completely underrated. I mean, say it should be Sable who, but that's a whole other topic. We're going to go ahead and bring Papa back in. I'm excited for this matchup. I am really excited for this matchup. And just like you said, it's because, if this was a wrestling trivia match, we'd be like, oh, we probably know the result. But this is all about well-balanced knowledge, diversity. And I believe that it's going to be a pretty even matchup. And we're going to go ahead and get with the rules. Everybody should know the rules by now. But if this is someone's first time watching, you never know. So we're going to spin a wheel. On that wheel, we'll land a category. It's a genre. In the first 2 rounds, we will ask 5 questions, 1 point per correct answer. 1 point per correct answer. And then at the end of round 2, we'll take a break and we'll go to the final round where things will switch up a bit. Let's get our wheel The wheel, let's get it up here. The beautiful wheel. On the wheel, we have pro wrestling, combat sports, pro basketball, pro football, pro baseball, animation, big screen films, and then we also have streaming/TV, video games, the music industry, and finally, our sacred champions slice. And if you watch the last match, the champion slice got picked, and everybody got a taste of what JPO is all about. Because he's the champ, and he can choose any kind of questions he wants to ask in that slice. It's all about him. But we're going to go ahead and get the spin going. You guys are ready. You got your whiteboards out and popping and ready to go. Because if you don't like the category, you can choose to respin. If you both choose to respin, we will respin the category. So here we go. The spin is in. We're on video games.
Almost baseball.
Video games. Go ahead and give me what you guys want to do here. This is an interesting deal here. And yeah, that was really, really close to baseball. All right, what do you want to do, Papa?
I said keep that stuff.
All right, and Cass.
I knew it wasn't going to happen anyway, but I said spin again just because of his pre-match promo where he said he blew out all the video game questions. But it wasn't going to happen anyway.
I'm wearing a video game shirt. Like,
oh, right,
it was happening.
Just like Taylor.
I thought that was that Steve Carell TV show that was on Netflix.
And we are back in the video games. We went the last match that landed on football, and Tato was like, "I mean, look at me." All right, so we're gonna go 5 questions in the category of video games. Right. All right. Just give me about 1 second. You know what I'm gonna do because it's what I always do. Late. Fix the scoreboard.
I thought you were writing the questions. I was gonna say, come on, man.
It's not amateur hour over here. Come on. All right. So score 0-0 as we go to question number 1. What does Sonic the Hedgehog collect and lose every time he takes damage in Sonic the Hedgehog 2? I mean, it could have been in other games, but I just remember Sonic 2 so much when I was a kid. It was good times. All right, we're going to go to you first, Papa. What do you got?
That would be gold rings.
All right, and Cass?
Gold rings.
Gold rings. I would have accepted rings, but you guys are very specific, and that works out. As we, 1-1, we're going to go to question number 2. Question number 2 in the category of video games. Which first-person shooter was developed by Rare in 1997 and published by Nintendo for the N64? And remember, everybody in the chat, Turner, that's what it's going to be.
Ooh.
All
Didn't
right.
happen, Turner. Way to jinx it. Let's go, Cass. Yeah, build. Shout out to Strictly for the Culture.
His
Build,
mojo.
Maddie, build.
All right, yeah. And yeah, everyone's happy to see each other. I like that. All right, you guys are both in. Remember, anybody in the chat, wait till people are in before you post your answers. So far, we've been good to go. Nobody's done that this match. We're going to go to you first, Cass. What do you got?
Goldeneye.
And Papa.
GoldenEye.
All right, that's all I needed. We're not going to go crazy here. It is technically GoldenEye 007, but you know.
Challenge! No, I'm kidding.
Mesa Media is in the house. All right, we're going to go to question number 3. Tie game so far, perfect game so far. Here we go. As the questions may get a little more difficult, they may not. All right, here we go. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater were both originally released on which console? All right, they are in to win it. Y'all ready to go? Papa, what you got?
I said the PlayStation 2.
And what do you got, Cass?
PS2.
The correct answer is the PlayStation 2. All right, so as we go to question number 4, 3-3, tie game up in here. In which year was Street Fighter V released? the right answer here. We're in the last question, not for this question. All right, as Cass is in, and Papa, you're in, correct?
Yes.
All right, we are going to go to you first. Cass, what do you got?
2015.
All right, and what do you got, Papa?
Totally guessed a year and said 2002.
All right, you both got it wrong, but Cass was pretty close. It was 2016.
Ah, shit. I knew it came out, and it was originally released on PS4, came out on Xbox One later, and I was trying to put my head when I bought my Xbox One, and just a year off. Damn it.
I always appreciate the strategy that you put into when you think about questions.
Thank you.
Very, very logical. We're going to go to the final question in this round. We still have a tie game. Which racing game franchise released the first game in 1994 and the most recent game in 2022?
No, wait. Hmm.
All right, Papa is in.
There's something I think it might be, but I don't think it came out that. Yeah. Hang on.
No worries. We don't really have
No,
too
it wouldn't be
here.
No. All right. Trying to remember when the PS1 came out. Okay, cool. Good.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to you first, Papa. What you got?
Cass and I have very different answers by that PS1 comment. Mario Kart.
All right, Cass.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, I'm pretty sure the Super Nintendo Mario Kart came out in 92, and I want to say there hasn't been anything since 8, unless they're counting Mario Kart Tour. But Gran Turismo is what I said.
All right, it is a dirty sweep. Gran Turismo came out in 1997. The correct answer is Need for Speed.
Oh, yeah, that's a good, yeah.
Need for Speed. Need for Speed. Got some chats in the answers in the chats for Gran Turismo. All right, but that's the end of round number 1. We are going to bring up our wheel again, as we have a score of 3-3, tie game. It's time to push this wheel again. Now, if it lands on video games again, obviously we'll respin it, but you guys do have the option to select on your boards whether you want to respin. We are pro football. Pro football. What do you guys want to do? All right, we're going to go to you first this time. Cass, what you got?
I said keep.
And Papa.
We're going to keep that.
And they both want to keep it. We got some football in the house. All right, so
I only asked for it like 3 times my first match.
yeah, just 3, huh? Yep. All right, so tie game still. This is a very competitive match, and I knew this was, if there were sports on the bill, I knew this is going to be a matchup. Which city represents the Bears? I figured I'd throw a very difficult question at you guys first.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, Nico. All right, Papa, what you got?
Originally the Decatur Staleys, but they are now in Chicago.
Indeed. Yes.
As my aunt used to say, Chicago.
I love that. I love that a lot. All right, we are going to go to question number 2. Here we go. So, question number 2. What is it called when an offensive player gets tackled in their own end zone, resulting in their opponent getting 2 points added to their score? All right, we'll hit you. You both are in pretty quick. What do you got, Kat?
Safety.
And West.
The referee does this. It's all safety.
Keep putting these extra things in here, Papa, and you're scaring me about how much you know.
All right, yes. The correct answer is safety. And yeah, Chicago. And yeah, LaBelle's in there answering all the correct ones too. We might have some football fans in the house. All right, but it's time to bring some heat, guys. Today was 80 degrees in my state, in my city, and I feel like, you know what, it's time to bring some heat. So, Question 3. Which NFL team won the Super Bowl in the year 1990? Are you guys in?
Yep.
All right. What do you have? Oh,
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
all right. And what do you have?
I said the Cowboys.
All right. You guys are both wrong.
Oh.
Okay. So the correct answer is on January 28th, 1990, the 49ers defeated the Broncos.
There we go. So between the three of them, they're like, I thought they had the three teams at the most. I guess the Patriots, everyone, but all the Patriots won all theirs after the year 2000. So.
The score was 55-10. Whoa.
There's that one.
Golly, jeez. All right. Oh. And Turner up in the house. All right, we're going to go to question number 4 now. Still a tie game. There has not been a lead yet taken in this game as we're deep into the second round. All right, so question number 4. As of 2023, which NFL team has the worst win percentage in history? All right, Cass is in.
I just got to guess.
All right. You guys are both in. I'm going to go ahead and throw to you, Cass. What do you got?
Houston Texans?
All right. And Papa.
I had two teams on my mind: the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans.
You guys picked the correct or the same answer, but it is not the correct answer. Surprisingly enough, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. They have 2 Super Bowls, but yet they're the worst team ever.
They had the longest losing streak. That's why.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We're going to go to our final question in round number 2. And here it is. Which player was the MVP of the NFL season in 1999 and 2001? Man, Turner, you would be throwing some shot at the Lions, huh? Wait, I ain't gonna lie. I thought about that when I thought about it. I was like, it's probably the Lions. Papa, you're in. Are you in? Papa's in. Golly.
Give me a minute here.
No, take your time, bud. No rush. If I feel rushed, you'll see a clock pop up. You know how it goes. You do the same thing in CWT.
Yeah.
You making fun of Emily? That's it. Emily's in the house.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Emily.
That's the thing. I don't know much like before 2010's football. Sure. Okay, let's go with it.
All right. Well, we got some things in there. What do you got, Papa?
Allegedly, Brett Favre.
All right, and Cass.
See, I didn't go with Brett Favre because that was an answer to a previous MVP question, so I said Randy Moss.
All right, it's another dirty sweep. Kurt Warner.
Ah, right.
I was thinking of
With the Rams, I want to say.
yes,
Yeah.
the greatest show on turf.
Yep, they had people choosing Peyton Manning in the chat. But that is the end of round number 2, and we are still tied. This has been just an even race going out of here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a tiny little break ski, and then we're gonna come back with the final round. We'll bring everybody back soon. So let's take a breath, guys. Relax. Get everything ready. Take a breath, and we will be right back.
is all that's there. Just like the buffalo, blindly following the herd. We try to justify all the things that have occurred. I don't know what I've been told, but the wishes of the people cannot be controlled. I don't know what I've been told, but the wishes of the people can't be controlled. Heat of the desert, upstairs on my face. Without a compass, the soldier must know disgrace. Out of the ashes, the eagle rises still. Freedom is going to obey the better will. Here I am, dirty faceless, waiting to hear your instructions.
Welcome back. That was a quick break ski, but you know, it is all good. We got our wheel up. Video games is off the wheel. Football is off the wheel, but we still have the rest of the categories. Welcome back, everybody in the chat. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. Before we go to the next round, I want to tell you guys that on May 4th, 2023, sometime early in the afternoon Eastern time, we will be doing the Star Wars Rumble. Time is running out. A little bit less than a month ago. If you want in this Rumble, let me know. I would love for as many players to be in this thing as you can, as we can have. It's going to be basically like a lights out version of like a free for all, if you will. So if you guys want it, message me, let me know. I'm going to be writing the list of names down. Right now, I think we got close to 10 players in, so I'm ready to go. Oh, and it looks like Matty Laws is going to be one of those names that's down. You do not have to pay me money, though. I don't charge people money to be in trivia matches. That's somewhere else. but for free, you can be there. And I love Matty Laws. I love you, buddy. And I'm so happy that you'd be playing that. It's going to be good. Yes, indeed. So we're going to get ready to start the next round. And let me pop up these rule skis back again, as this time genre via Will Spin will be chosen. 3 questions will be asked in this final round, 2 points per correct answer. And as you guys already know, we are tied up 5-5. This has been just like I thought it was going to be, a close match. So here we are. We're ready to go. Are you guys ready for the spin?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, we are ready for the spin. See, here it is. What is it going to land on, and what are you guys going to choose? All right, we got some basketball, some professional basketball. What do you guys want to do? Write down your choice on the board. Joey Sula is going to be so mad. I'm sorry, Sula. I'm fine. All right, did you already choose, Cass?
Yeah.
All right, Papa, what do you want to do?
It doesn't matter if Cass has chosen or not, because I say we're keeping it.
He's keeping it. Okay, Cass, were you going to keep it or respin?
A little unsure about basketball, so I did say respin.
All right. A little unsure. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to ask 3 questions in basketball. And I don't even know if this category has even ever came up. It may have, but I know it hasn't in a while if it has.
It did in the one dim one. It was our first round.
Yeah. Chris Diaz answered 5 basketball questions. It was hysterical.
And the one he knew was because he watched a movie.
Yes.
The movie, Chris Diaz. Of course, that makes total sense. All right, we're going to go to the first question. Here it is. What was one of the years that Steve Nash won the NBA MVP? Are you guys in?
Yep.
Papa is going in right now. All right, what do you got, Papa?
I was about to change it, but I'm like, no, stick with your gut. I said 2008.
And Cass.
I said 2004.
Ooh, Woohoo! You guys are both very close, but very wrong. The 2 years was 2005 and 2006.
I knew I was a junior high, and I picked the wrong one. I was a junior high from 04 to 06, and I picked the wrong one.
I couldn't remember if we were still with the Mavs or if it had been after. So
Didn't you win it with the Suns?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. We're going to go to the next question. Who wore number 7 for the Chicago Bulls? All right, you guys in?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Cass?
I said Pippen.
All right, and what do you got, Papa?
I said Steve Kerr.
All right, stand by. All right, dirty sweep. Steve Kerr wore number 25 and Pippen wore number 33. Now, I just found out that quite a few have wore the number 7. But the most popular one in my mind that I knew of is Tony Kukoc. Tony Kukoc.
Who?
I have a tie.
Exactly. Who?
He was a great bench player, guys.
Who are some of these other things who wore number 7?
All right, so we are going to go to our final question. Our final question. Maybe it's a tie game. We could be here forever. So here we go. Here's the match that lasts forever. All right. So, question number 3 in the final round. Which team won the most NBA championships in the 2010s? All right, tell me when you guys are in.
Good.
All right, what do you have? I'm going to go to you first. Are you in, Papa?
I'm thinking.
All right, Cass is
I'm
locked in.
gonna stick with it.
Okay, what do you got, Papa?
I said the San Antonio Spurs.
And what do you have, Cass?
I know they have at least 3. I said the Golden State Warriors.
All right. The winner of this match. And moving on to the next round.
Good job,
To the
Cass.
quarterfinal. Congratulations to Chris Cass. The correct answer is the Golden State Warriors. They won 5 in a row in 2010.
No, they participated in 5 in a row, but they only won 3 of them.
They did not win 5.
Yeah, well then you guys are right. Maybe I looked at my list wrong.
Yeah,
They participated in 5 in a row, but that was
they beat the Cavs, lost to the Cavs, beat the Cavs, beat the Cavs, lost to the Raptors.
Yes. You got it right. You know more about basketball than I do. But no, that
Golden
was the
State's my
correct one.
team. That's why.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you what a matchup. You guys were absolutely. This is the first lead taken in the game, and it was on the final question. Now you went into the first round. You said you were kind of nervous about the video games, but you matched up and you got the same. You kept the same score as Papa. You went into the second round with football, which is his strength, but it's also, I guess, your strength too, because you guys kept the same score. Well, it's not a secret anymore. And then basketball, like Turner said it was going to be an all sports thing, and it was pretty much sports. But you came through in the last question. How do you feel, sir?
I'm a little surprised, but thankfully a lot of those sports and video game questions fell into things I actually know, which is good because there's been some sports questions and video game questions in here that I was watching in the chat. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I've never heard of this game before, or this team, or it's some shit from before I cared about certain sports. But we're here, and it was quite the battle with Papa, and I'm glad that one pulled out in the end. And I watched more sports starting in the year 2010 because that's when I turned 19, and I could shout out to Maddie in the chat. That's when I could start sports betting in Canada when I turned 19, which was in 2010. So that's when I paid more attention to sports, and it worked out for me. So hell yeah!
Congratulations, and you definitely pulled it out in the end. The person who did not pull it out in the end, that's why he's a Papa. Papa. Papa, you did very well. You I know you came in here pretty confident. And I mean, you proved why. You guys were tied the entire match, and it was just the final question that you picked the Spurs, which, according to my list, they were there. They were winning stuff. So it wasn't like you were off by much at all. But all in all, I hope you had a good time. How do you feel?
I feel good. I was very iffy on basketball too. I could not let it go to pro wrestling because Cass would have mopped the floor with me. And I'm like, maybe I can get one in basketball. Your first two questions, no one's going to get that. The last one, I remember the Spurs destroyed the Cavs in 4 games, which made LeBron cry and move to Miami. And I'm like, they went to 2 against Miami. And I thought they beat them both times. I'm like, they had 3. No other team has gone to 3. And then right towards the end when we were about to answer, I'm like, wait, no. They only won 1 against the Cavs. They split that series. But who else could it be? I forgot. 2020 was only 3 years ago. It feels like a lot longer because I definitely was not thinking 2010s looking back at any of the Warriors championships. And as soon as Cass said it, I'm like, yep, that was 2016, 2017, right towards the end of that decade. I just completely spaced it.
Indeed, but it was a great match. I'm glad. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate everybody being here in the chat. You guys are awesome. I love the fact that you guys are here. You are watching things. Guys, I'm back. I'm partly back from Earth Prime. But yeah. Congratulations to Cass. Great victory. He's going to move along in the tournament to the quarterfinals. Until then, everybody, just like our champion likes to say, please like, subscribe, and share these videos because we love you more than you'll ever know.
The one thing is sure.